If social media is crack, then we're all crackheads. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you really need to start treating your social media and scrolling addiction as a real addiction, because it is. We've softened the language around it. We call it doom scrolling, we call it boredom, but in all honesty, it is an addiction. If you can't stop scrolling even when you want to, that is not a bad habit, that's dependency. Every time you scroll endlessly, you're feeding your brain a hit. Dopamine, distraction, escape, whatever it is, it's a drug. And it works, which is why we all keep coming back. And that's literally how addictions function. If time limit apps actually help, then we still wouldn't be having this conversation. The truth is very uncomfortable but very simple. If you have a scrolling addiction, there is no such thing as casual scrolling. It's an addiction. You need rehab. If I'm being completely transparent, this always happens to me in the winter. I scroll more, I get distracted, I spend hours on my phone, and my motivation to do things I actually want to starts to drop. I can admit I have a problem, and the first step in changing it is naming it. When you have an addiction, the solution isn't moderation. Alcoholics don't just start casually drinking. They take it seriously and they stop drinking, period. So when you have a phone addiction, you need to stop scrolling, period. This is what rehab is looking like for me. I turn off my phone when I need to be productive. When I'm working on something, when I'm just in a mood to just have no stimulation, I turn my phone off. Whoever calls me, whoever texts me, whatever notifications I get, I'll answer them when I have time. But right now, I don't need the stimulation, so I turn it off. Number 2, I find hobbies that keep my mind stimulated. Scrolling fills a stimulation gap. If you take it away without replacing it, your mind will reach for it even harder. You need activities that engage you mentally and physically. I love dancing, I love reading, I love baking, I love going on hikes, I love photography. All these different things keep my mind stimulated and away from my phone. Number 3, I reward myself when I don't have my tech time. Whenever I spend long periods of time without my phone, without my laptop, without any technology, I reward myself. Sometimes that looks like me watching a movie at the end of the day. For me, it's been BoJack Horseman because I'm obsessed. But you can find your little reward. You can find ways for you to add a little bit of technology back into your day-to-day. Number 4, use grayscale. One thing about me, I love colors. I love anything that's colorful. As you can see in the back, my room is a very colorful environment, okay? So the only way that I stop getting stimulated when I do need to use my phone is by putting it in grayscale. As you can see, my phone is gray. So I do this in order for me to not feel engaged to open different apps on my phone. Only open the apps that I need to use when I need to use it. Number 5, when I'm having a problem and I can't fix it and I need to use my phone, I delete the apps that take too much of my attention. Sometimes that's TikTok, sometimes that's Instagram, sometimes that's YouTube, sometimes that's Netflix. Anything that's really engaging, I take it away when I really need to focus. Number 6, and honestly this is the most important thing that I do, I use my phone as a tool for creativity instead of consumption. Let's say I'm bored on a train. Instead of opening up TikTok and scrolling, I can open up my camera roll and find some cool pictures I want to edit. There's so much you can do with your phone given the fact that it's such an intense form of technology. So using it to create something instead of consume something can be a great way for you to end that scrolling addiction. As someone that grew up in the tech era, struggling with finding balance between using my phone has been such a hard thing for me. But honestly, if we don't take it seriously, it's going to consume us. What we put in our minds on a daily basis should be so intentional. You should really care about what you're reading, what you're seeing, what you're consuming. It's so important because it's shaping you. I don't want to look back in 20 years and think about how I could have created such beautiful things, but I was stuck in a loop of consumption. I don't want to see that in my future. I want to be someone that is so grounded in what I have and doesn't overuse it. Everything in moderation. I'm not saying scrolling is a complete bad thing and there's no benefits from doing it, because of course there's good and bad in everything. But if you do it too much and it becomes an addiction, you need to treat it like it's an addiction. So maybe it is time for rehab. And maybe the best solution right now out of everything I said is to just turn it off. If you'd like to read more on my Substack, it is called Whispers of Worthiii. Thank you for watching.